Buenas. En este video vamos a poder visualizar un juego desarrollado por Coronado que se denomina Mind Path to Thalamus o Thalamus, que traducido sería Mente Camino a Thalamus. En este juego, que podríamos catalogar como un first person puzzler, podemos avanzar a través de la mente del personaje. El juego básicamente se trata de resolver distintos enigmas para poder avanzar, es decir, el juego se basa en una riqueza visual y en disfrutar el viaje, más allá de avanzar y de resolver los diferentes problemas que nos vamos a ir encontrando. El objetivo, digamos, es poder disfrutarlo de principio a fin. No es un juego para cualquiera, requiere mucha paciencia. Y bueno, vamos a probarlo. El juego está completamente en inglés. Mucha de la narrativa es bastante compleja. Tenemos un pequeño tutorial para poder ver las teclas.
God damn it! Not again! Sophia! Shouldn't have taken her here. Shit! Sophia, where are you? Call out to me, please! Sophia! Sophia!
La verdad que el juego tiene un apartado visual impresionante.
Sweetie, do not go outside! God damn it! Sophia!
Wow.
Sophia, baby, please. Please, baby, don't do this to me. Where are you? Sophia!
How many times will I kill her? I've asked myself that question 1,000 times. It was always there, flying around my head like my own personal vulture, waiting for me to die and scavenge my corpse. It was the only thing I could think about when I ended up in that hospital bed. But I can't really blame the tornado, can I? What can you expect from a force of nature? I was the one who chased it. My obsession. I deserved to be in that bed, neither dead nor alive. I had screwed with destiny, and it screwed me right back. Fair deal. It was also reassuring to know that I couldn't harm anybody else, as long as I was in a coma. That was the type of nonsense I had to tell myself to keep me on the path.
Bueno, como podemos ver, es un ambiente bastante surrealista. Estamos en la mente del personaje después de un evento traumático, que es la pérdida de Sofía en aquel tornado. Y
For all those years, I
avanzamos
hated
en la
my
mente.
father almost as much as myself for what happened to my little sister. And then I go and do the same thing to my own daughter, my own Sophia. And they say things never change. Cynics. What do they know? I put Sophia in danger, taking her with me on the job. Severe weather phenomena. It's more exciting than it sounds. Extreme weather. There's some radical 90s slang for you. My reckless father had done the same thing with Sophia and I. At least this time she didn't suffer. Well, had I known. But I didn't. Not yet. It seems death has always been a backseat driver on my journey through life. But even then I couldn't see it. I was so damn consumed by my sister that even at death's door, I couldn't see its face. Her drawing. The first of many. It had been too long since Sophia had been more than a whisper screaming in the back of my mind. But I could still recognize it. I admit, at that moment, hope started to flourish inside me. Where would the drawings lead me? Was my little sister alive in this world?
Una locura. Como podemos ver, el juego avanza bastante lentamente y requiere mucha paciencia.
Like my father before me, I had spent all my life studying weather phenomena. I thought I was different. I thought I was doing it to pay my debt to Sophia. I was wrong. But all that work couldn't have been for nothing. I was told my very first published study on the hazards of road fog was all sorts of helpful. I was rather proud of that one. And now, of course, to get to Sophia, I had to bend fog to my will. That'd be the first of many, too.
La verdad que la calidad gráfica es impresionante. Es una obra de arte, miren lo que es esto. Se
Every
disfruta
decision
mucho.
creates ripples, countless unforeseen consequences. If we could see the inner workings of this infinity, we would mimic the deer that stands still to elude its predator. We wouldn't dare make a move. I couldn't see it, so I followed the path, and that kept me alive. But it did much more than that. Introspection can be far more scarring than any wound. First, I saw myself reflected in the shallow sea, and I wept. Then fear found me deep in the bottomless belly of this world. Time unraveled in the forest. It was much later, in the world of ice, that I fought against the demons that had been passed down to me, father to son. And finally, on the heavens and at the sacred tree, the truth of my Maker. For all that, solitude and sorrow were my true, faithful companions in the path of Thalamus. They consumed the beauty of this realm, making it gray and hopeless. The only thing that mattered was moving forward. Only the path remained. How would I find her otherwise? She was just a little kid, even more so than I, laughing away while playing on a swing set. I saw it coming before she did, and I ran and ran and ran and didn't look back until I was safe, all the way up in a tree. It was all over in a split second. No dramatic exit. And suddenly, she was gone.
Bueno, en esta parte es bastante interesante. Parece algo salido de las pinturas de Salvador Dalí. Tenemos que fijarnos en los reflejos. Los reflejos nos van a decir la verdad. Nos van a decir cuál es la realidad detrás de los pasadizos y de las escaleras. Así que podemos ver que la escalera acá termina, mientras que en la parte superior se ve que nos engaña y nos hace pasar directamente a través de ella. Pero si vemos acá, podemos seguir. Acá. Acá. Bien. Bueno, más puzzles similares. Miren lo que es el cielo, es impresionante, parece una pintura.
Who's to blame for her death? The tsunami did what it did, no point in blaming God or fate. So I looked in the mirror as I had many times before, and reflected back on it. I saw guilt. My father shared some of the burden, but it was mine. My guilt. My fault. Had my own Sophia survived too, back home, or in this world? One had drowned, and the other... What are the odds of surviving the eye of the storm? There are few accounts. 1928, Greensburg, Kansas. A farmer saw the inside of a tornado. It was still as death, he said. Then it hissed. It actually screamed, and the hollowness was lit up by lightning. Was that the last thing my little girl had seen, I wondered? Death, screams, and God's thunder, the ire of the tornado.
A medida que vamos avanzando, vamos descubriendo acerca de qué fue lo que le sucedió a Sofía, a su hermano, que sabemos que terminó en el hospital, en una cama de hospital. También iremos descubriendo qué es Thalamus. Aparentemente es un mundo que está en su mente, y así podremos ver a los diversos personajes y sus historias.
I couldn't know. Not yet. Trapped in that world, the only thing I knew was my sister had survived in there. Somehow. I just had to let myself be led by her drawings and her light. The Thalamus was waiting for me, although I wouldn't see it and with it any sense of hope until I had emerged from the darkness of the cave. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Bueno, esto fue el juego Path to Thalamus, más o menos una introducción de cómo
The
es.
sand between my toes. I hadn't paid attention to the feeling before, and now I couldn't. I didn't feel my body at all. My alarming lack of a physical presence was too much of an existential threat to handle, so I didn't.
Bueno, espero que les haya gustado. Es un juego bastante interesante, un concepto que ya se ha visto en The Stanley Parable, pero de una manera más cómica. Esta es una manera más de contar una historia, un poco más seria, con el tinte surrealista, que le deja muy bien. La verdad que el juego es muy interesante. Espero que le den una oportunidad. Que creo mucha paciencia y bueno, para pasar el rato.
Into the belly of the beast. Unlike Jonah's, mine was no big fish, but it was just as frightening, if not more so.